8 warning signs of a heart attack you absolutely shouldn't ignore. Did you know that heart attacks rarely strike without warning? The truth is, your body often sends out signals long before, possibly weeks, or even months before disaster actually hits. Every year, millions of people suddenly collapse from heart attacks. But tragically, they fail to recognize their body's desperate attempts to warn them. Unusual fatigue, fleeting discomfort in the chest area, or even vague feelings of anxiety. These could all be silent cries for help from your heart. What's even more concerning is that up to 80% of heart attacks could be prevented if we recognize the early signs and act promptly. In today's video, we're going to explore 8 crucial warning signs that can appear a month or more before a heart attack. Signs you absolutely cannot afford to overlook. Some of these may seem harmless, but ignoring them could be a fatal mistake. And sign number 1 is something that many people often disregard, but it could be the final alarm bell before a heart attack actually strikes. Before we begin, I'd love to know where you're watching from. Leave a comment below and don't hesitate to ask any questions you have. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because health information like this could save your life or the lives of your loved ones. First, let's talk about sign number 8, indigestion or heartburn. Most people assume heartburn is just a minor digestive issue caused by an overly large meal, spicy food, or too much coffee. But what if that burning sensation in your chest isn't coming from your stomach? What if your heart is trying to warn you about something far more dangerous? Indigestion, or abdominal discomfort, can sometimes be an early warning sign of a heart attack, especially in people who don't experience the typical crushing chest pain. The problem is, acid reflux and heart-related chest pain can feel almost identical. Both can cause a burning sensation or pressure in the chest, and both can occur after eating. But while heartburn is triggered by stomach acid, heart-related discomfort happens when blood flow to the heart is restricted, depriving it of oxygen. Your body doesn't always easily tell the difference. The heart and stomach share nerve pathways. So when something's wrong with your heart, your brain can misinterpret the signals, making you feel like you have indigestion. This is especially true for women, diabetics, and older adults, who often have more subtle heart attack symptoms. So how do you know when to worry? If your heartburn is accompanied by nausea, cold sweats, dizziness, or pain radiating to your jaw, arm, or back, don't ignore it. These could be signs that your heart is in trouble, and waiting too long could have deadly consequences. Sign number 7, unusual fatigue. Imagine waking up in the morning feeling more tired than when you went to bed, even after a full night's sleep. Suddenly, everyday tasks like carrying groceries or simply getting through the day become incredibly difficult. You might think it's just stress, age, or a busy life. But what if that deep exhaustion is trying to tell you something more serious? This type of fatigue isn't like regular tiredness, which improves with rest. Instead, it's persistent, sometimes lasting for days or even weeks, and it tends to get worse over time. You might feel completely drained even after simple activities like showering or making the bed. Some people describe it as feeling like they have the flu, but without a fever or stuffy nose. The connection between fatigue and heart health lies in the circulatory system. When the heart isn't pumping blood efficiently, blood flow to the muscles and brain decreases, causing weakness, dizziness, and mental fogginess. The body compensates by diverting blood to the essential organs, which is why your arms and legs might feel especially weak or heavy. The poorer the blood flow, the more exhausted you feel, even if you haven't exerted yourself. Many heart attack survivors report experiencing unusual fatigue for weeks before the event, but they dismissed it, assuming it was just a minor issue. Don't make that mistake. Your body is talking to you. Don't wait until it's too late to listen. Sign number 6, sleep disturbances. You're lying in bed, exhausted, but your mind is racing, unable to fall asleep even though you're mentally still. Night after night, you toss and turn, sometimes waking up gasping for air or jolting awake for no reason. It's frustrating, but you chalk it up to stress, age, or an irregular sleep schedule. Sleep disturbances, especially difficulty falling asleep, frequent nighttime awakenings, or feeling restless even after a full night's sleep, can be an early warning sign of heart problems. Most people don't associate poor sleep with heart disease, but the connection is profound. When the heart isn't functioning properly, the body struggles to regulate blood pressure and oxygen levels, both of which are crucial for a good night's sleep. One of the most concerning issues is a condition called nocturnal hypoxia, where oxygen levels drop during sleep. This can happen due to reduced blood flow from narrowed arteries, making it difficult for your heart to circulate oxygen effectively. Your brain detects the problem and triggers microarousals, brief moments of wakefulness that you might not even remember, but they disrupt your sleep cycle, leaving you feeling exhausted the next day. Another overlooked factor is the role of the autonomic nervous system, the system that controls involuntary bodily functions, including heart rate and blood pressure. When the heart is under stress from underlying blockages or an impending cardiac event, this system can become overactive at night, causing surges of adrenaline and making it difficult to relax into a deep sleep. This explains why many people experience sudden awakenings, vivid nightmares, or even heart palpitations when trying to sleep in the weeks leading up to a heart attack. Sign number 5, mild shortness of breath. You're walking up the stairs, something you've done thousands of times before. But this time, something's different. Halfway up, you suddenly feel winded, as if you've just run a marathon. You've fussed trying to catch your breath, but the air doesn't come as easily as it usually does. Maybe you're just tired. Maybe you're coming down with something. Or maybe it's something far more serious. Mild shortness of breath is often dismissed as an early sign of heart problems. Many people assume breathing issues are caused by lung conditions like asthma or a cold. The heart and lungs are closely connected. When your heart struggles to pump blood, your lungs have to work harder to help you breathe, which can lead to sudden breathlessness. The key difference between normal shortness of breath and heart-related breathlessness lies in the timing and how it occurs. If you're winded after intense exercise, that's normal. But if you suddenly find yourself gasping for air during everyday tasks like walking, climbing stairs, or even talking, that's a red flag. In some cases, shortness of breath may even occur at rest or when lying down, forcing you to sit up in the middle of the night just to breathe properly. This is because fluid can build up in the lungs when the heart isn't pumping blood efficiently, a condition known as pulmonary congestion. This symptom is particularly dangerous because it tends to creep up gradually. At first, you might only notice mild breathlessness during exertion, but over time, you'll find yourself becoming winded, even with less strenuous activities. Many people brush it off, believing it's just due to aging or lack of exercise. But when shortness of breath progressively worsens without a clear explanation, it often indicates an underlying heart issue. Sign number 4, pain or discomfort in the jaw or neck. Jaw or neck pain is often a sign of a heart attack that people tend to ignore. While many people are aware of the crushing chest pain that can accompany heart problems, discomfort in the jaw, throat, or neck often doesn't trigger thoughts of cardiac issues. As a result, many people may dismiss it as something unimportant, not realizing that it can actually be a serious warning from their heart. Heart-related pain can sometimes show up in surprising places, like your jaw, neck, or even your teeth. This happens because the heart doesn't have pain receptors like other parts of the body, such as the skin or muscles. Instead, when the heart is in distress, such as when there isn't enough blood flowing through it, it sends signals through a nerve called the vagus nerve. This nerve travels from the brain down through the chest and into various areas of the upper body. As a result, the brain can mistake the heart pain as coming from your jaw or neck. Another tricky aspect is that this type of pain can come and go. One day you might feel a slight ache in your jaw, and another day you might notice some stiffness in your neck. Sometimes the discomfort might even disappear for a while, only to return when you're feeling stressed or after some physical activity. This on and off pattern can make it easy to dismiss until it becomes really serious. So how can you tell if your jaw or neck pain could be a warning sign from your heart? If the pain comes on suddenly, feels different from what you usually experience, or is accompanied by other symptoms like shortness of breath, nausea, dizziness, or fatigue, don't ignore it. If the pain gets worse when you exert yourself, but gets better when you rest, it could be a serious sign like angina, signaling that your heart isn't getting enough blood. Sign number 3, dizziness or lightheadedness. You're going about your day when suddenly the world tilts. A wave of dizziness washes over you, and for a moment you feel completely off balance. Maybe it's just dehydration, maybe you stood up too quickly, but then it happens again. You feel lightheaded, almost like you might faint. It passes after a few seconds, and you shrug it off. But what if that fleeting dizziness isn't as harmless as it seems? One of the first signs that your heart isn't working well can be a sudden feeling of being off balance or faint. It is essential to pay attention to these feelings because they can show that your heart needs a little help. Your heart pumps blood full of oxygen to every part of your body, including your brain. If your blood flow is restricted, such as when your blood vessels are narrowed, or if there is a heart issue, your brain might not get enough oxygen. This can make you feel dizzy, or like you might faint, even when you aren't doing anything difficult. Some people describe it as feeling weak, like their body wants to give up, while others feel a strange, floating sensation, almost like the ground is moving beneath them. Unlike dizziness caused by dehydration or sudden changes in posture, heart-related dizziness tends to come on unexpectedly. It doesn't always follow a predictable pattern, and it can happen when you're sitting, standing, or even lying down. So how do you know when dizziness is a cause for concern? If you experience repeated episodes of lightheadedness with no clear cause, or if it's accompanied by other symptoms like fatigue, shortness of breath, or chest discomfort, don't ignore it. Your body is giving you a warning, and the sooner you listen, the better your chances of preventing a life-threatening heart attack. Sign number 2, pain in the upper back or shoulder. You stretch your shoulders, trying to shake off the dull ache, that's creeping across your upper back. Maybe you slept wrong. Maybe you've been sitting too long. You roll your shoulders, hoping the discomfort will fade, but it doesn't. Instead, it lingers, burrowing into your shoulder blades, sometimes even radiating down your arm. It's annoying, but not unbearable. Pain in the upper back or shoulder can be an early and often overlooked warning sign of a cardiac event. Unlike the sharp, stabbing pain of an injury, heart-related discomfort often feels like a deep-seated pressure or tightness. This happens because the nerves that transmit pain, signals from the heart, don't always send them directly to the chest. Instead, they can radiate to other areas, including the back, shoulders, neck, and even the arms. Some people are at higher risk of experiencing upper back pain as a warning sign of a heart attack. Women, diabetics, and older adults are more likely to feel discomfort in areas other than the chest. People with high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or a history of smoking are also at higher risk. If you fall into any of these categories and notice unexplained back or shoulder pain, don't dismiss it. It's always better to err on the side of caution and check with your doctor if you're unsure. Sign number 1, mild chest discomfort that comes and goes. Intermittent chest discomfort is one of the most dangerous yet often overlooked signs of an impending heart attack. The key word here is intermittent. It doesn't always feel severe, and it's not always there. Instead, it comes and goes, leading many people to believe it's nothing serious. But what's really happening inside the body is far more alarming. When blood flow to the heart is restricted, the heart doesn't get enough oxygen for short periods of time. This can make it harder for the heart to pump effectively and do its job properly. This condition, known as angina, causes discomfort, not always pain, but a feeling of tightness, pressure, or even heaviness in the chest. Unlike a heart attack, angina is only temporary. The discomfort might last for a few minutes, then disappear as the heart gets enough oxygen again. That's why so many people dismiss it. But here's the danger. Angina isn't a harmless symptom. It's a direct warning that a heart attack is on the horizon. At first, you might only notice the discomfort during physical exertion, walking uphill, carrying groceries, or even feeling stressed. It goes away when you rest, making it easy to ignore. But over time, as the arteries become more blocked, the discomfort starts to appear with less effort. Eventually, it can happen even when you're sitting still. When that day comes, you may only have hours or minutes before your heart is pushed beyond its limits. Another reason this symptom is so dangerous is that it doesn't always feel like pain. Some people describe it as a squeezing sensation in the chest, as if a band is tightening around them. A heavy feeling, as if something is sitting on them. A burning sensation that's mistaken for heartburn. A feeling of fullness or discomfort that's almost like gas in the chest. And sometimes it's not even in the chest. It can radiate to the arms, shoulders, neck, jaw, or even the upper back. If the discomfort becomes more frequent, lasts longer, or occurs with symptoms like dizziness, nausea, cold sweats, or shortness of breath, don't wait. By the time the pain becomes intense and constant, you may already be having a full-blown heart attack. Proper prevention methods. A heart attack doesn't come out of nowhere. It's the result of years of silent damage. You have the power to prevent it. Every choice you make today affects your heart tomorrow. Your diet either fuels disease or fights it. Cut out processed foods, trans fats, and excess sugar. Instead, nourish your body with whole foods, greens, lean proteins, and heart-healthy fats like olive oil and fish. Every meal is an opportunity to protect your arteries. Exercise isn't just about fitness, it's about survival. Your heart is a muscle, and without exercise, it weakens. Even a brisk 30-minute walk each day can slash your risk. Sitting too much, it's time to change that. Stress is a silent killer. Chronic stress raises blood pressure, tightens arteries, and inflames the body. Learn to manage it through meditation, deep breathing, or simply setting boundaries. Your heart needs peace as much as it needs oxygen. Smoking and excessive drinking are destroying your heart from the inside. Quit smoking now. Every cigarette damages your arteries. Drink alcohol in moderation. The damage accumulates faster than you think. Silent killers like high blood pressure, cholesterol, and diabetes must be controlled. Get regular checkups and work with your doctor to manage your numbers. Early detection is your greatest weapon. Don't wait for a crisis. Take action now. Your heart is your lifeline. Protect it, respect it, and listen to it. It's the only one you've got. Regular health checkups can save your life. You can't manage these numbers if you aren't tracking them. The fate of your heart isn't predetermined. It's shaped by your daily choices. Start today. Your future health depends on it. If you found this video helpful, please remember to hit the like button. It really helps us bring you more valuable content. Leave a comment down below and let us know your thoughts. Who knows, your reflections, questions, or any topics you'd like us to explore might be the inspiration for our next videos. We always appreciate and listen to all feedback from our audience. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any health tips, as well as the insightful and helpful information that we always strive to bring to you. Always equip yourself with the latest knowledge, take good care of your health, and we'll see you in the next video. Regular checkups with your doctor are a vital part of staying healthy and can literally save your life. It's crucial to keep tabs on your key health indicators because, plain and simple, you can't effectively manage what you don't measure. The health of your heart, for instance, isn't some fixed destiny. It's not written in stone. Instead, it's something you actively create, day in and day out, through the choices you make. So take charge and start making positive changes today. Your future well-being depends on it. If you found this video informative and helpful, we'd really appreciate it if you could click that like button. Your support makes a real difference and allows us to continue creating and sharing more valuable content with you. Please feel free to leave a comment in the section below and let us know what you think. Your comments and questions might even spark ideas for future videos. We greatly value and carefully consider all feedback from our viewers. Also, don't forget to click the subscribe button and activate the notification bell. This way, you'll never miss out on the practical health tips and the in-depth, helpful information that we're constantly working to provide. Stay informed, prioritize your health, and we look forward to seeing you again in our next video.